Hi guys, Betsy here with Unique Paper 15. Today is the day I'm going to show you my craft room remodel. So I know a lot of you have been asking to see it, and I'm going to just go ahead and show you where we're at and where I've been crafting. And I know that you did not know where I was before with my room, but basically it was a piece of wood this way and one this way on legs, because that's the AC unit under that, and my TV and a basic desk. So we've come a long way. If I have some photos, I'm going to go ahead and insert them here so you can kind of get an idea of how far we've come. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. And also I wanted to just preface this by saying I did not stage the room. I don't want to give a false impression that it's like a super clean or staged room. This is my craft room. This is how I operate. So I just wanted you guys to see it in the real fashion. So coming directly over here, you guys are familiar with this unit, but I ended up getting this cool little hangy thing at Hobby Lobby the other day. They were having a 50% off. So it's tin, and I put my heat tool in here, my fuse tool, and my foil, because my laminator is right up there. And then obviously I can put something else in there, and I still need to label it all. We're still working on some electrical kind of solutions, and that's going to take some time, but for now that's what we have for all the cords. But down here below that is where I keep all of my digital papers, digital stamps, that have been printed out, or stamps that I've stamped on there and maybe copied and blown up. But I keep everything there if it's, uncolored and still in, almost like a full sheet. So it's really handy. And I got this little thing. I think it was either Dollar Tree or IKEA. You get like a 5-pack for nothing. Okay, so on top of the unit, I put, these are 2 washi tape holders that I got from Michael's, I think for $3 on a great sale. They come in a 2-pack. But I used to have them facing outwards. One faced this way, one faced that way. Then I had this piece of wood, so it was actually like a really big holder, and there was a gap underneath. But now I just put it together, put the wood on top, and put my laminator here so I can do my foiling and laminating and things like that. I have my, this is my planner for my craft room, like for all of my YouTube and, my cool stuff. What I do is I keep track of my contests, my Instagram, some giveaway ideas, and my Happy Mail friends, things like that. So I really do keep on top of, who I'm sending mail to, who are my new subscribers, who I want to give shout outs to, and things like that. This is a really cool book I got in New York. It's the Andy Warhol, it's an idea book, but it's so super cool. If you guys don't know what that is, but it's basically a sketchbook. And then I ended up getting this book for my husband with my scan and cut last year. And this thing, I know it might be like, what is that? It kind of blends in with the wood. My son and I got this many years ago. It's a handmade, everything's dovetailed. It's really, really nice. It was like an antique child's art set, and there was like paints, and you can still see where the tape was, crayons and pastels. But it's so nice because it's like I said, it's antique, and it just holds basic things like stickers and little things like that. So, but I like to have it up here, and also for the shelf purpose. So up here, I like to keep cards from all the companies that I buy from, my little mints, my quarters for my corn nuts, and like some of my little things. And just maybe some stickies to take notes on when I get calls or whatever. Up here on the loft, I have cards from all of my friends, and other people who have sent me some really nice cards and pieces. So I'm displaying them, and I'm actually starting something new soon that I'm going to tell you guys about. But I basically want to get a friend in every country from A to Z so that I can have cards and things like that all over the craft room. I want to kind of blanket the walls with it. All right, moving on. So here, you guys had seen that before. This is my paper area, And there is a method to my madness. This is like solid colored paper. This is paper that has some type of print, but it's not like super printy and has been cut. This is, you know, printed paper. Down here, I try to keep all of my just Nina, my white papers for cardstock or images I'm currently working on. And then down here is my black cardstock. Down here is all of my 12 by 12s that are full. So these are 12 by 12, not packs, just papers. And then down here, I have my cutting boards and then my envelope maker. In the middle, we didn't go with the spice rack thing. So I have my sheets that I use when I do like prop up my pictures for Instagram, like, you know, your backgrounds. I have my large stamp sets that are too large to fit in the drawer, like, you know, the Greeting Farm Sunny set. Then I have in this bin, this fridge bin from Holler I showed you guys. I have all of my long embellishments, like stickers, borders, things like that don't necessarily fit in drawers and I don't want to squish them. So the long ones I lay down and the little ones I, you know, put vertical. It works really, really well and it's at your fingertips. And with that combined with this, it leaves the perfect amount of space for my ATG. Down here is where I put my Cuttlebug and my pads, and it's literally at arm's length. I just have to turn and grab it because I'm literally sitting right here. This right here, I'm still reorganizing these drawers because everything's kind of changed since I, you know, did the remodel. But I have just some of my knickknacks in here, tags, embellishments. In here, this is kind of like the ribbon overflow, the ones that can't fit on the rack, you know, the ribbon rack over there that I'm going to show you. So overflow of ribbons. This is where I keep my Spectre Noir sparkle markers, my Chibitronics, my Shape and Tape, and maybe some specialty glue like, you know, the Cool Tack, which I love. That stuff is so expensive. I have some magnets just randomly adhered here when I need them. In here, I've got my Inkadinkadoo masking paper, some small acetate sheets, my envelope stencil kit, some new stamps I got, and the bigger dies, and maybe some dies that I use a lot. And then this is also where I keep all of my art magazines because I do draw a lot of inspiration from my card magazines. And here, this is just kind of still finding out what it is. I have some of my, I don't even know what you call these things. My punch cutter cartridges, I don't know. And then my extra knives and things like that. I'm still deciding what I'm going to put in there. This is like my, I don't even know what you want to call this, my embellishment drawer. I have my gilding flakes, some other type of gilding flakes, my clear embossing powder, and in here I keep my fuse tips because they're really little and you can lose them easy, so I'm really into repurposing. So I took this old lotion container because it's pink and it's cute, and I put my fuse tips in there. My spare brush nibs are in here because they're at an arm's length, and I have a spoon for that, which is right here. It's from like an old teaspoon set, and that's what I use for my clear embossing powder. These are the brushes I got at the event, the expo, for the gilding flakes. It works amazing. And then my Copic Opaque White, which I love. And I got these little circle tins at the Dollar Tree. You get like, I think 3 in a pack. And you also, they have shelf liners at the Dollar Tree too. So I bought some shelf liners and these tins, and then I just cut the liner in circles, and I line these, and you can actually do it inside the drawer if you want to, but it keeps everything from sliding around. It's perfect. Yeah, it's $1. So that's what I've been using for a long time. Same thing with these bins right here at Dollar Tree. I have like 5. They come out, I think, in a 5-pack. But it helps just to kind of categorize your drawer. So a lot of my wood stamps that I don't utilize as much anymore, but I still like to keep them, you know, close in case I want to use them. And that's pretty much it. I put some tape in here just the other day because I want to use this on a project I'm doing. These are my buttons. I like to keep them near me. I keep this is an old makeup setting spray bottle, and now I use it for water, just to, you know, if I'm doing distress or some type of watercolor thing. But I keep that right here because it fits perfect in my stamping box. That's it. And the bottom, this is what used to be all of my inks, but now that I've moved them, I just keep some of the ombre, Hero Arts ombre ones in here. And these are my containers for my embossing, or what's it called, sorry, ink blending pads. So I get all of these containers at the Dollar Tree. They come 3 in a pack. And so I just keep them in here. They're very easy. I'm sorry, I'm doing this one-handed, guys, so I'm trying to do it the best I can. But let me try to open this for you. You can see all the pads. They fit perfect. So I keep them all in there. And there's, you can see my ink pad refills right there. So I try to keep everything, you know, with its brother or something like that. I started off with this as my ink blender. I think all of us did, but now I've switched over to Circle. And I'm yet to use the mini, but I definitely want to. And this is what I used to put. You can see, I used to put my rectangle ink blending ones in here. Again, Dollar Tree, I think you get 5 of these together, and they hold these ink blending pads perfect. Okay, so that's it for the drawers. I'm going to show you what's in the drawers down here that he made. So you can see that we got these cute little pink candles. We got, I think, 10 of them for $7. So in here I use my alcohol blending paper. That way it's like literally a finger's grab. So I have my Spectrum Noir and my Express-It. So if I want to do some images that are really nice, you know, I grab that. In the middle, sorry for the shadow, guys. In the middle drawer, which is larger, I have my 3M foam tape and my Dollar Tree masking tape. And the reason I'm telling you Dollar Tree is because the adhesive is not as strong, which is really nice when you're taping things down because it doesn't have the tendency to rip your paper. You know, it's like basically cuts out that step of you putting it on your skin a couple times. I have my stamping tool that my husband made me just leaning down here because it's actually like the perfect little spot for it. In here I have what I'm working on. It's a littler drawer, but you see it's like right now I'm working on these cool tags. So all the little pieces that I'm using, I can just put in there. And when I'm done, I can empty this out or throw away the products that I don't need anymore. Okay, the Nook, if you guys remember this. Well, first to the top. So I have my magnifying, and it's a light up one. I love this. This literally changes the game when you're doing small and delicate pieces. Then I have these cute little baskets here. I have all of my Santoro stamps I just got. And then what I do, I don't know if you guys do this, but I'll show you really quick. I mean, maybe you guys do. You know the clear envelopes that we get to, you know, send out our cards? Well, what I do is I put like products in there. So I'm making tags. If I'm making tags but they're not all finished, I keep them all together. Or the exact same thing for stamps. I'm going to show you what I mean here. For example, the Stampin' Bella Dragons. These are all the Stampin' Bella Dragons I threw, and some elephants. So everything that's like a small little animal like elephant, dragon, I throw in the same bag. So if I know I want to grab it, it's there. Same thing with Mama Elephant, the Ninja, and the Panda Bear. So I don't know if you guys do that, but it makes it easier for me because I've you know, colored extra and cut extra. I just throw them in there. That's the Greeting Farm Get Well set. So anyways, that's what that is right there. And so I keep all of my little Santoro stamps in there. They fit nice. And that's just extra little pieces, parts. So the big Nook back in there is for big storage. Some of my extra red rubber, these are my first red rubber Greeting Farm stamp set. I keep them in this nice little container here. It fits perfect. But they're still at arm's reach, but they're safe and not being smushed. My alcohol for when I need to clean, my new kit, and then back in there, not that you need to see it, is all my storage for my big things. But it's not, you know, in the way. This is a new, it's a drawer pull, but I changed it into a hook because I thought it was so cool. It's a mermaid's tail. Isn't that neat? So right now I'm just hanging my my little It's my mini hole puncher there. I like it. There's the little giggles guy I just got. So some little trays with like little beads and things I'm just putting in there. Some of my little containers that I still have extra cut and colors and stuff. Cards. This is the shelf. I have embellishments in that box that I got from Freckled Fawn. Some of the cards I've made. That is the Deco Mache paper I just got. That is the book I just won on Instagram. Some really cool cigar tins. We got those in Key West. We went to Mexico not long ago, and we stopped in Key West, and we got these really cool cigar tins. There's a bunch of them, and they're like a rainbow. The Kate Spade planner I won, and a card I made. Some cards my husband made me, and then some pictures of my son. And you see that's a crab drawer pull, but we use it as a hanger. And then same thing over there, it's an anchor. I'm just trying to show you the basic theme here. There's the bubble gum machine that's filled with cord nuts. And there's my Yeti. I'm not using it right now because I'm not using that to film. Some cards I made. Now this thing is really cool. It's an art watercolor kind of display. You actually, well, not display, you actually use it to paint. There's a really neat drawer underneath on the other side that you pull out. But you use that when you're actually watercoloring or acrylic coloring, and my son got that for me this year, and I absolutely adore it. So right now I'm just displaying art on it. And some extra dies here. I use this, I don't know if you guys have ever seen this, but it's like a Heidi Swap photo flip. But instead of putting photos in it, I put my, you know, my random dies in there. Because they're literally at my fingertip. They're so easy to grab, and you can pull them just out through that. The bigger ones, you might have to, you know, undo the clasp, but it takes 2 seconds. And I literally have all my dies right there near me, the smaller ones, especially the scripty ones, all the time. So I put that there. This whole mess is stuff that I just received that I'm going to do a video, like a haul video on. So in the Nook, here we go. I have all of my smaller distress ink cubes and then my embossing powder, and these out, it's perfect. This is my new embossing pad that I just got, and then my embossing plate, so they go hand in hand when you're going to use it. On this level I have a bunch of embellishments that are smaller than the other one I showed you, and they just stack vertical. It's really nice. And they're at a, you know, fingertips length, so it's nice. Back there in the back, well, there's my craft mat. And then here's all of my, you know, like my punches that are one entire unit. You know, like this one is for clouds. That one is for grass, or interchangeable, but you know what I mean? So I just put those in there and slid them back. It's perfect. And it only takes a second to pull this stuff out, you guys. It's literally right next to me. So there's that. On this level, I put all of my sequins, all of my washi tape, and then this should just be called my honeybee, my honeybee container. Basically what it is all these awesome embellishments from Honeybee. Those new ones that I'm loving with the glass and the sequins and all that. And then a slight divider of brads. I put, again, Dollar Tree container. And then these are all of those new brads that I got at the expo. Or eyelet, there we go. Eyelet outlet. You guys are familiar with these things. So they fit perfectly in this really, really narrow container, which I love. So everything just fits very nice and snug there. My wet wipes, they tuck right under here perfect, and there's actually even more stuff under here. You see? It's kind of like an RV. It just keeps going and going and going. So here, this is exactly what I told you guys we were going to do. This is all of my inks, except the ombres are down here. My large distress pads and some of my oxides. All of my Stickles, Ranger, Nuvo. And this guy, I don't know if you guys know Smooch, but oh my god, I love this stuff. It's amazing. And then down here, these are like some individual alphabet stamps and then some other types of little things. Stamp cleaners and adhesives. And then these are my mini containers for some really cool sequins I have. my embossing tool, or powder bag, whatever you want to call it. So that's the adhesives. And underneath the counter right here, you can see I have a little like dustpan and brush hanging. This is very convenient just to get some small papers off your desk. And now, let's see here, this is my desk. And we covered it in this beautiful marble contact paper. I saw some people redoing their kitchens and small type of rooms on YouTube, and they swore by this marble contact paper, so we got some off of Amazon. I'll link it down below if you're interested. And it looks like a marble top. It's amazing. But I craft on my mat, of course. But it's spill proof. I don't cut on it, obviously, but it's beautiful. And it really looks like marble. So here's the section he made for my distress markers. It works amazing. I use them all the time. I just added my chameleon markers to it. I got those the other day. You guys may have seen that. But they fit in there nicely too. And remember, it's like at a very slight incline so that the ink distributes, you know, properly to the double wick. This is a little inset. Rebecca, if you're watching, I think you have the other elephant. But this is, I just keep this here basically as decor. And this is where I keep my planner punch. It just fits in there really nice. And you can see that we did mainly white, but with some pink trim. And on the insets we did pink, which looks really nice. We really lucked out with that because the white paint was so expensive. I went to Home Depot like a couple days later, and they had like clearance gallons of paint, and one of them was this really, really bright like Pepto-Bismol pink. So I asked the guy if we mix it down with the white, if it would make a lighter pink, because they both were semi-gloss. He said, yeah, go for it. And we were able to mix it down to make this really light pink, so I'm happy about that. Okay, so this little nook is for my remotes. How nice is that? When I'm watching my TV, which is always, have YouTube and I'm watching all of you guys, I can, you know, watch TV and use everything, but I can also tuck these right out of the way so that my table is completely clear and I don't need to worry about, you know, having junk on there. And I covered a little box the other day just messing around with the contact paper for, you know, random stuff I might be working on at the time. Okay, so drawers. This first guy here with the octopus, he is all of my, this thing keeps going and going and going and going. This is basically all of my big stamp sets right here. And it goes and goes and goes and goes and goes all the way back. It's very, 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 very long. I don't know if you guys can get the drift on that. That thing is long. So it looks like it's too big, but it's not, because these actually lay down and they fold right. Sorry, I'm trying to do this one-handed, guys. They fold right into the cabinet perfectly. This one with the anchor, this guy is the smaller stamps. So I've laid some of them down and just put the other ones vertical right there. Those are my smaller stamps. This one right here is like my grab dies. These are the ones I grab all the time that are like my circles, my squares, my borders, and things like that. And it's got a really cool handle as well. Got this from Hobby Lobby. This one right here is dies, and I'm laying them horizontal or vertical depending on how you're looking at it. But these are all of my dies, not the ones that I grab, you know, every single day. So those are those. Now, let me come over here. Here's my little turnaround. And you guys remember the ribbon rack? And that's where I'm at so far. Not all of my ribbons fit on that, but I'm quickly filling it up. And thanks to Brianna, over half of that is full. So this drawer is the largest drawer, and you can see we got these really cute pink knobs. They're like a really light pink. So this drawer, sorry, I might need two hands. Okay, there we go. This is my watercolor drawer. So I have my watercolor markers, my mixed media paints, again, a Dollar Tree container right there. This is a really nice paintbrush set my son got me. It comes with like really nice brushes, so I keep them in the case. My clipboard, my palettes, I'm trying to see anything else down here. Watercolor pencils, my Prismacolor pencils, my watercolors, and then my really nice acrylic paints that again my son got me. So I try to keep all of my watercolor, acrylic coloring in here. Then over here is the Scan and Cut Center. And down there I'm just kind of using that as storage right now. But it's meant for like big paper packs. So this is really nice. I keep my mats against the wall right here. And now you're like looking down into my house. That's my front door. That's my kitchen over there. So it's so nice being up here. So this is my Scan and Cut area, and it's really nice because you can just grab your mat, do your work. It's a perfect amount of space. I have all my tools on the side here, and that's that. So this is my Scan and Cut area. And then I still have my towers over here. This is one of the boxes that needs to go under there that I was just showing you. But what it is, you know, scrap paper, paper that, you know, is cut down by 12 by 12 that I want to save. Some of my 6 by 6 paper packs are in here that I'm not using every single day, obviously. Some are my taller paper packs. You know, and sometimes, honestly, I forget that I have all this paper. I need to come over here and look at it more. And then this is another bin. This is things that I've made and are completed, and I want to get them bagged up, loaded up on Etsy or my website, or give them away. These are all things that I've purchased that I want, you know, I'm giving away to you guys and friends and giveaways. And here's some bigger Santoro stamps. So it's kind of just like a catch-all over here. In this guy, I have my really heavy-duty acrylic or watercolor paper. I have kind of like those portfolio things and paper in this one. I have my solid paper here, mainly like Lawn Fawn Simon Says Stamp. Paper packs, like the big 12 by 12 guys, same thing. This is more of the solid 12 by 12 paper packs. So like the red paper, the blue paper, brown. Down here, more paper packs. And again, down here, this is just basically a bunch of the white cardstock, 110 pound cardstock. I load up on those from Joann, so I usually get about 6 at a time. This guy right here, he's like a full set of drawers. This is all gifts. Basically all 3 of these drawers are all gifts to give away. These pens I just got, you guys may have seen, like this is for Ficreta, this is for Brianna, this is for Victoria. So you see I've got, there's another one for Von Marie. I got some stuff for everybody plus my giveaways. These are just more stuff that I want to give away. Just bought this the other day. Down here is the pocket letter pages because I just got into that thanks to Karen. Some Canson illustration paper, I love that. And then just more of my Bristol paper packs because again I load up on them when Michael's has a sale. These are all my stencils. I try to keep all of my stencils together so that I know where they are at any given time. Keep them clean and bagged up. These are my, sorry, I don't know why it's sticky. My storage envelopes for my stamps from Ellen Hudson. And then like legitimate stencils. You know, like the Fiskars ones. I like to use stuff like that when I create. Then down here, this is like my planner drawer to give away. This is not my stuff. If you guys remember, I bought all this stuff. I have all these planners, these planner dividers, these planner dashboards, these planner papers. I literally have everything in here is to give away. So almost this whole entire cart is giveaway stuff. You guys know this box my lovely husband made me for Mother's Day. This is my planner box, period. Everything in here has to do with planning, so I put that there. And then down here, I still have to move this. This side hasn't been organized yet. This is basically all envelopes. White envelopes, craft envelopes, beige envelopes, and then some more tapes and embellishments and things like that. Some glitters, and then I have like my re-inkers in here. And these guys, you guys might already know what these are. These are from the Dollar Tree. These come with Q-tips, cotton balls, I think those little white foam pads. But if you break them up and rip the lid off, they're great containers for things like this. And they stack well, and you can glue them together if you want. So I put some of my glitters and things like that in here. Okay. This drawer is my logo paper. If you've ever received a card from me, you've received that sticker. And then I put a lot of chipboard in here. These are my envelope, or my card envelopes, the clear ones I was telling you about. And then just a bunch of stickers and overflow that are too big to fit in the other ones. So that's it for there. Now, the back side of the desk. So you guys saw the other side. This side, this is a bunch of 6x6 paper packs and maybe some other dimensions that are similar to that I am using currently. So I can grab them, or if I'm doing a project with them, I have it. Just a little scrapbooking thing. And this is, let me see. Oh, these are papers that I've gotten from like Simon Says stamp kits or otherwise that are just loose. You know, they're not sealed in a pack. So right there. And I use napkin holders from the Dollar Tree. That's how I separate my paper. And they're $1, and I think you get 2 or 3 for $1. So they're great dividers. So there's that. The second shelf, I haven't really decorated it yet, but again, I have the napkin holders. These hold my embossing folders. So, you know, when you have your, like this one's for music, but most of them are Doris. I have a few Cuddlebug ones, but these napkin holders hold it perfect. So I just put them in, I mean, you do it vertical. Then more, this is basically like a planner section right here. So all my planner stuff, planner paper. So there's that. Then down here, this is just paper that is too big to fit in a 6x6 because it's, you know, 8x8. And this shelf goes all the way through. This one does not, and this one does not. But the bottom two actually go all the way through. So I can put really big items there if I needed to. And I have my paper towels here. And on the bottom, this is like an old, you know, plant pot that I painted chrome. And I put some of my obscure tools in here, like my snips for my dies and, you know, some clay type of tools, things, and pumpkin cutters. I mean, who doesn't need a pumpkin cutting knife like on hand at any time? So I got all my pumpkin cutter stuff. Now this box is one of my just jewels. My son got me this last year and it's so beautiful. I want to show you guys this. It goes with the watercolor set that I showed you. So it's handmade, again dovetailed, and you unlock these and it opens like this. It's really neat, right? And you can put all your little, you know, whatever. I put some twine in there for now. I know I should put more like brushes and things. This one opens up. I have a lot of string and twine in there. And this one opens up. And I just took, that's where my Nuvos used to be. So I've moved my Nuvos. Then the bottom opens up. And that's where I have all my watercolor paints I still need to move up into that drawer. But this used to be basically my go-to watercolor box. So it's the coolest box. It's got a handle. And another thing I can't show you that goes with that set is he got me an easel that I can take outside and paint, you know, by the water. So okay guys, I'm gonna step back and give you a little, you know, wide shot here. So we started over here. We saw all of that, over to the TV, to the scan and cut, to the papers on the side here, to my desk on this side, and this stool, just so you know. This is my little portfolio case of things I'm working on right now. And my laptop, so when I film, you know, everything goes right onto there. And that's about it. So I hope you guys like it. I know this video is probably a little long, sorry about that. But tell me what you guys think. I'm absolutely in love with it. It's just such a joy to craft now. Not that it wasn't before, but it's great. And that's it. I think he's gonna keep adding things in there, but if he does, I'll show you guys. And that's it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye.